we're invited to consider whether strength and power can be seen today in the Middle East, where Christians are being run down and persecuted, yet continue to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. We're invited to consider whether strength and power are seen in their Muslim neighbors who open their doors to hide them, while people try and run them down and take their lives. We're invited to consider whether strength and power was seen 25 years ago when a man stood in Tiananmen Square by himself as a military procession entered with tanks and guns and people who wanted to destroy him, and he stood there by himself in his place. We're invited to consider whether strength and power can be seen in the sacrifices a mother makes for her children with her body and with her life. We're invited to consider whether strength and power could be seen last night when the Bishop of Rome went to a prison, got down on his hands and knees, and washed criminals' feet. We're invited to consider whether strength and power look nothing like what the world presents them to be, but strength and power might actually be exemplified upon a God who's nailed to a tree. When I was a little boy, I certainly did love superheroes. I loved to idolize them, to read the comics, to play with the action figures. But I can't say I ever found any love there. Before I went to bed almost every night, I would say my prayers, I would give my mom and my dad a hug, and I would go over to the wall of my bedroom where a much smaller version of the crucifix hung. I would kiss that crucifix, and I would tell Jesus I loved him, because somehow I knew that on that cross, he had shown me how much he loved me. On this Good Friday, let us look upon the cross and see a God crucified there. And remember that that is the greatest example of love that has been given. A God who gave up his life for you and for me.